Morning. How are you?
We are basically reading The Dew Breaker, a book about the Haitian culture. The people in the Dew Breaker, they want to escape their past because their past was affected by a hunter and they're being the prey.
When me and Pickus are overlapping each other.
It doesn't have to be because, listen, this one, isn't this about honesty? This could be honesty between two males.
They have an intimate relationship. That's what I'm saying, gender fluid male.
We do concept maps after reading every new chapter. We could like have like the name of the chapter in the middle and then just like start drawing it out, like settings, characters, themes. The most impressive thing about the book would be the characters. Like every chapter, they're all connected together.
It's like a riddle, like you have to find out who's connected to who.
Okay, that works. All right, begin writing, guys.
We're gonna work on poems relating to Dew Breaker, like come up with our own poems about the exercise we did about imagery and like haunting and guilt. The feeling of any emotion can't be released. Never seeing her again haunted me.
He would go to work late and come home in the morning. It was the closest our family has ever come together. 5 months of loneliness, taking her place as the big sister. It was our way of milking time for the summer.
We took our experiences and find a connection with the stories. We brainstormed everything and we put it into a poem.
I don't really write poetry. The process has been really creative and different from what a normal poetry I would imagine to be. It opened me up to more techniques.
9, 10.
I'm excited for the presentation.
Sweet.
In the opening story of the novel, The Book of the Dead, we meet Ka, the narrator. And we learn that she is not only an artist, but also a reader. She shows us that reading is not easy. Stories aren't always what we think they are, and reading them can take us to some dark and confusing places. But Ka also shows us that reading is not a passive act. It is a creative endeavor through which we can continually discover and learn.
For the past few months, I guess, we've been working with the students at Bronx Academy of Letters. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with you through this text. All right.
This is the trial of the people of Haiti versus Ka's father.
If a murderer kills someone in the past and later claims that he's changed, does that change the fact that he's murdered someone?
How would you describe your perspective of the world? Is it all innocent and pure? Or do you see the world as a place where people make mistakes and learn from them?
Do you feel like your moral views on life were disrupted due to the fact you were forced to commit a murder you didn't want to commit?
Yeah.
Would you say you're a changed man?
Yeah.
Can you list some examples?
Like now I care about like my daughter, I attend masses, I help my neighbors, I help my tenants. Like I've changed my life around.
No further questions.
Does the prosecution care to cross-examine?
Yes. Did you in fact tell your daughter that you were the hunter, not the prey?
Yes.
Apparently, you were under control of the government, yet when you were ordered to simply kill the preacher, you took it upon yourself to torture him.
All those that find the defendant guilty, please raise a hand again. And not guilty? This court finds the defendant guilty.
We've been working with these students in actually a separate classroom, so we both had different groups of kids, so that's kind of unique to us for the past few months.
You're gonna hear a whole bunch of poems. Some of them are from exercises we did in class, like haunting list and Mad Libs. Some are persona poems. They're in the voice of another character in the book.
The sunshine of the day turning into a cloudness of darkness glooming over my head as I sit in front of my daughter to reveal who I really am.
He took what meant dear to me. My parents have done everything to get me where I'm at now. At the age of 19, I joined the militia to train with the soldiers and learn how to end the life of an individual. Killing the population of Haiti off one by one, claiming the lives of many people. I want everyone to feel what I feel inside. Pain.
This particular quote I found to be quite powerful, as it sets eventual tone by using repetition. As a result, the poem hits home to the reader how impactful the loss of his once normal life has created a desire to reciprocate the pain onto his enemies, which in a way is poetic in itself.
One of the things that we had talked about in the classroom and kind of working with was this idea of fragmentation. Our performance should be kind of fragmented, not this whole cohesive thing, because that's not what the novel is. So we're excited that they totally took initiative to run with that and to see what they put together.
Strength. Either physically, mentally, emotionally, everybody's uniquely strong. This observation became even more prominent on Wednesday, November 9th, when the country found out Donald J. Trump was our president-elect. Our class would put together several creative pieces. Each piece speaks on a new obstacle our country faces, Trump.
You have become Americanized, people say, always questioning our inheritance, telling lies to cover up the truth. The truth is that we're American, but we're still loyal to our roots. Living in the present and learning from the past, establishing a future for a new life.
You're the new face of this nation. You hold the most prestigious position, President of the United States.
Wow. I gotta hand it to you. You ran a good race. No immigrants, no Muslims. A white supremacist dream come true.
We're not our ancestors.
We will fight back. We will be loud.
We will not be victims.